We welcome you to Jacksonville and T.I. We're underway on EA Sports. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, Newman. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL.
To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Wiggles free. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Get off the field, defense.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Touchdown, Jaguars! Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd and 2, Newman. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Newman. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Newman. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back a minute.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Minshew sets to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
We got 3. Hey, Alpha. Watch the safety creep. Yes. See, we got motion. Back up. Check 59. Mike is 59. Go. 59.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run it with Carson. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready. 70, Indy. Yeah. You don't want none.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
You. Hey, check look, squeeze.
On 4th down, Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Newman complete to Hilton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A huge play that time for the Colts. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check it out, read.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about
blitz coming, and down he goes. They were held out last time. Here now is third and goal from the 1. Looking to throw. Newman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taylor Gabriel with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
On third down, it's Carson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shoot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 24 yards. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
You ready? Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, twist, twist.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Being chased out left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Rock Ya-Sin, a rookie second-rounder from Temple, there to make the play. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeout. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's got it to Hilton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newman looking for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Newman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Looking to throw. Newman. This is caught. And he's brought down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. One receiver left is Hilton. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
48 marks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Keep playing. Let's get it.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Back to throw. Newman. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do easy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, turn it up. Watch it.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
On 2nd down, Minshew eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Pull it together.
Hey, Delta. Ready.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And all the way down to the 29. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Set. 60 or.
Check pass.
Go.
Mike part 9. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Shoot.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. Oh, he's going to let this go for the... And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive. Newman looking deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Newman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Coming to you.
Go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Kill.
80 weapon.
Kill. Turn up. Check 3. Check. Kill.
61. Matchbox lights. Hit it.
Freeman again. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming. Big gap. That's great.
Back to throw. Newman. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on first down. Newman. This is Gabriel out on the left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Looking to throw. Newman flushed out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newman. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
The second down carry for Irvin. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Minshew. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
I don't think you got it, son.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Got it.
Mike front 9. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
Go.
Check 59.
Hey, exit.
59. Mike to 59. All day. Just like that. Just like that. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Here's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Get off the train tracks.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Lambeau is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
– 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Freeman. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 15, line it. 15, line.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Mike Bobo. 44, Mike, 44. All right, T, let's go. All right.
Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it'll be third down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there. But he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
44 to Mike, 44. Hey, watch the ball. Bobo's to Mike. Mike's Bobo. Check Mike.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here we go. 18 data. Come on, boy. Don't be scared of it. 44 to Mike.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins champions.